Okay guys, so this video is back in biceps. Those are my unassisted, unimpressive pull-ups there. And I wanted to share with you that my break used to be legs, shoulders, chest by, glutes, back, tri, but now I'm doing back by, chest, tri. So I don't think I like it better though. So I might switch back just because I don't think it really makes a difference. But so anyways, I warmed up with the unassisted, and then I'm assisted with about 12 pounds. I do 4 sets of 10 to 12, as I've mentioned in my previous videos. Next, I moved on to supersetting here with the cable curls. The bar's a little bent there. I don't know if there's a specific name for that, the bent bar. And then, so I'll superset that with the lat pull downs right there. There's a little bit, I like to do like isolation movements, and so my shoulder's moving a little bit there, and I don't think it should be, but I really try and push myself hard, so it's okay to allow that sometimes. It's not like I'm not working out my bicep, I'm just adding in a little bit of other muscle groups. So here's a lat pull down. I do 60 pounds with that. I'll probably end up adding like 5 more pounds next week. I've been procrastinating on adding pounds just because it's kind of a tough exercise for me personally. And here, I think it's the same thing. Yeah, I'm going to do my lat pull downs. And it's just a little bit different angle, and then you have that guy over there working out his chest, so that's kind of fun too. I don't normally do those, but pretty sure it's good chest exercise, so something to incorporate on your chest day too. But he doesn't know he's on YouTube. Okay, so here's another version of the same curls. I'm actually in the same exact spot, just laying down. It takes some pressure off of your back, and if you have back issues, it's good to do your exercises laying down. You can do tricep extensions laying down, you can work on your chest laying down, obviously on a bench. You can work out, you know, your shoulders if you want to laying down. So just something to keep in mind in case you have back problems. But I was doing this because I wanted less movement in my shoulders and more isolation, but I don't know if I succeeded. But it's definitely a different angle and it feels different, so I'm sure it, you know, I'm sure it's just a little bit different. Just a little variety, because with biceps, all you can really do is curls. There's our guy there working out his chest again, a little different angle this time. So I really liked these for the back. Just try and keep your arms straight. I think I ended up bending it a little bit because it'll put a lot of stress on your elbow. But my abs were really sore, like later that day and the next day. I think this was 2 days ago. And so I just really like being sore in my abs. It was like my upper abs. This is my first time doing this exercise, so I think I ended up doing 30 pounds, and I tried to do 40, you'll see in a minute here, and the 10 pounds made a huge difference. So I think I ended up actually adding a 5 pounds, so it ended up being 35, or maybe I'm lying to you and I really just did 25. It might have been 20 pounds here. 30 was too heavy and I went to 25. So anyways, I really like it, and I also felt it in my tricep a lot, so that's another reason to go back and try, because I can just feel it there. But sorry guys, I'm still sick, so I feel kind of hoarse right now. See, look, I tried to go heavier and then move it back. Okay, so here is low rows. Want to bring that straight down to your stomach. Here I had a straight back, and then I think right, yeah, there I started rounding it, because it's good to feel that stretch. You want to stretch and then contract and really squeeze those muscles, really get that blood pumping. This is another one that I'm procrastinating going up on in weight. I think I'm just doing 50 here. I might have added a 5 pound, but probably not. So there's that. And I supersetted this with rope curls right there. And with rope, whether it's triceps or biceps, I always end up going lower in weight for whatever reason. For here, my palms aren't supinated, which means my palms aren't facing the ceiling. They're in a neutral position, so it's more of a hammer curl than your regular like barbell curl. Just hits, I think, more of the brachialis. You can correct me if I'm wrong. So I wanted to mention that in looking at myself in these videos, I've noticed that my core looks really weak. I'm kind of letting my stomach muscle kind of blow out. You want to keep your core nice and tight through everything. That way you're constantly working out your core, strengthening it, and not letting it get weak on you, especially when you're doing standing exercises. You really need to tighten up that core. So here I'm doing hammer curls. I'm, man, I forgot what it's called. I'm doing as much as I can with 20, and then I'll go down to 15, 10, and 5. I didn't get much out of those 20s, so I was kind of rocking the boat there. So these are 15s. I don't remember how many I did. maybe 10. My left arm, my left bicep is a lot weaker than my right. You'll see I give you a couple different angles, but there's lots of movement in my shoulder trying to help out that bicep on the left side. But I think on the right side there's no movement in my shoulder, if any, you know, maybe a little bit, but not much at all. Really having a hard time with my grip also when I work out my biceps. My grip for some reason isn't real great. I've even, I don't know when it was. I think it was like a week ago. I used my wrist straps for my left arm just because my forearm was just burning and it was just really hard to hold on to that. But I try not to use the wrap so that I can strengthen it. So there we go. That was 15, and now I'm back to my 10s. Much easier, but you definitely feel it when you're doing these. Just try and do as many as you can, and then I could really feel the pump just going down the rack like that. I don't know what they call it. Work the rack, lift the rack, I don't know. And then after the 10s, I'll do the 5s as well. You can bend over a little bit slightly when you're doing the hammer curls. I think you're supposed to. I think I had forgotten when I started doing it. You don't really want to take breaks in between. I was shaking up my muscles just so I can get more reps in there, but you want to just kind of go hardcore. Sorry guys, this is kind of boring, but this is what you gotta do. It's actually a lot of fun. I think it's a lot of fun when you're doing it. Just really pushing your body. So here, my palms are now supinated. My forearm's supinated is the appropriate muscle group there. And I just, you know, figured I was done with the hammer curls, that I'd do some facing up and concentrate on a different part of my bicep. And then, I don't remember what I did with these. I think I tried to burn out, and then I went down to 5s. Okay, so I ended my workout with 21s. If you don't know what 21s are, you do 7 just like this, bringing it up halfway. Then once you're done doing those 7, you're going to bring it all the way up, stop at 90 degrees, do 7 like that, and then once you're done with those 7, you will do 7 full curls, and that will equal 21 reps. This was at the end of my workout, and I was pretty spent, so don't do what I just did and put it down. Just try and do 7, 7, 7, and then rest. And then, in the past, I've done 2 sets, maybe 3, just because it's lots of reps. Obviously, it's 21 a set, so I don't know. I guess just listen to your body and figure out what you want to do and how far you want to push yourself and where you're at in your workout. And it's locker room pose down time. Just real quick, I wanted to show you how I videotape myself, that those legs bend and they twist, so I can put it on pretty much anything. But anyways, hope you guys have a fun weekend, and I will post more videos after the weekend. Thanks.